Hi Year 6, hope you had a good week. Here's another grammar video for you. Let's see what it is this week. A quick interruption before we start this week's video. Don't forget to check back at last week's video about subjunctive verb form and check out the Kahoot quiz that I set for you. For those of you who haven't got the Kahoot app at home, I've set a brand new quiz up for you so you can have a go at this quiz. The link is on the screen now. And a reminder for those of you who have had a go at the quiz already, don't forget to check back at it again this week to see how much you've remembered. Right, back to this week's video. The progressive tenses describe actions that have already started but haven't finished yet. For this, we use a diagram to help us. This is made up of a picture of a staircase, our verb chain symbol, 3 present tense verbs, is, am and are, and 2 past tense verbs, was and were. The present progressive tense expresses an action that is ongoing, something that we have started but not finished yet. This tense is formed using the verb is, am or are, followed by an ing verb. These 2 verbs together create our verb chain. For example, I am talking to you. This action has begun but hasn't finished yet. Therefore, it is in the present progressive tense. The first verb we use tells us the action is temporary, which means it will finish at some point soon, but it hasn't finished in the context or time at which we are writing. The second verb ends in ing. Now the subject of our sentence must agree with the first verb we use. For example, if we change the subject to a name, Tom, the first verb we use must agree with the subject. Now because this is in the present progressive, we will use either is, am or are. The only verb which agrees with our subject, Tom, is the verb is. Tom is talking to you. This sentence wouldn't make sense if we used the verbs are or am. Have a go at this one. Add a verb so the sentence is written in the present progressive tense. The first thing to remember is that we must have a verb chain. We have already been given an ing verb, playing, and we are told this sentence will be in the present progressive tense. So we will be using the verb is, am, or are. But the verb must agree with the subject of the sentence. In this example, the subject is they. Because of this, the only verb which will fit in is the verb are. So this completes our sentence in the present progressive. When we're looking at a portion of the time an action lasted, we use the past progressive tense. This is very similar to the present progressive, in that we will still have our verb chain. However, when using the past progressive tense, we use either was or were, followed by an ing verb. Again, these 2 verbs make up our verb chain. Here's an example. I was reading a book. Once again, notice that the subject and the first verb must agree with each other. We would use were if the subject is plural. For example, the children were shouting loudly. And that's it. Remember, for the progressive tense, we use the progressive staircase. So another diagram and a perfect chance to have a go at speed draw, see who can draw our diagram the quickest. And remember, this week we've got a lot to remember: our staircase, our verb chain symbol, and then our 5 verbs: is, am and are in the present tense, and was and were in the past tense. So, see if you beat my time. Here we go. So 8.1 seconds is the time I've set for you to see if you can beat. Let us know how you get on.